had lots of plans today to make it a little bit more whimsical, but I felt like putting a good plate of food in front of you was more important than being whimsical at this moment, so.
Liquid nitrogen could have been your friend with this one.
Thank you, Brooke. Thanks.
I can see where we were going for a parfait, granola, yogurt, some sort of a cereal situation, but I just...
The hibiscus started to overwhelm the sour side.
I agree, yeah.
John, your turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck, make it nice.
Sure, and if you could tell me not to go home tonight, I'd love that too.
Wait, I thought you're good to go home now. Didn't you say that if you make it to like number 5, number 4, you're super happy?
I think you had wax in your ears or something that night.
I heard that.
That's a misquote. Don't put words in my mouth. I think I've made a good bowl of octopus and scrambled eggs, but I don't think it's the most creative, out-of-the-box dish I've ever made in my entire life. And I'm just hoping for the best. Going for the judges here. Hello.
Hi, John.
So today I've made a hash of octopus with a kimchi scramble. I thought octopus would be a little whimsical for breakfast, and I like a good scrambled egg, so it's kind of breakfast in a bowl of hash.
What's your favorite part of hash?
I just like it all together in a bowl and mash it all together.
I like the crispiness, and I'm not getting that.
I charred some of the octopus, but I didn't want to char it to the point where it become tough again.
Right.
I agree with Tom. The crispiness of the hash, that's what makes the dish. Really seal everything together.
Obviously, the chorizo and octopus are a great combination. I wish I got a little more of the sour heat of the kimchi.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great brunch.
Thank you.
I love your hats.
Thank you.
The octopus with the scrambled egg, very mushy. They're almost like a gelatin instead of a scrambled egg.
Look it, nobody finished it. So we were unanimous on this one.
Oh, Sheldon.
I'm stoked on my dish. It's unique. I'm gonna finish off with a maple drizzle and an umami butter, which is butter that is studded with seaweed and a little bit of oyster sauce. Come on. Let's go, guys. Most important plates of your lives right here. So today I made for you Korean fried chicken, twice fried and then pressed in the waffle maker. And then finally a seaweed butter.
It seems a little bit crazy to be dipping fried chicken in butter, but I really, really like it.
I'm looking at your plate. There's
I did.
not a whole lot of butter left. Flavors are really good. Texture's really nice. There's something craveable about the dish. You want to go back to it.
Where's the waffle part in the dish?
The waffle is the crumble over the top.
It's savory, it's sweet, it's a little bit of spice. It's delicious. I just wish we had a little bit more of the waffle aspect.
Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, thank you, thank you.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Not too spicy, but it's just perfect. This is by far my favorite. Yeah.
They liked it. It's craveable.
That's the word, man.
Out of these 5 chefs, 2 did well and 3 did not do well. It's clear to me that there were a lot of problems in the kitchen today. I don't know quite what they were, but I'm looking forward to hearing what happened back there, for better or worse.
There's a lot to talk to the chefs about at Judges' Table. We better get going. Chefs, only 5 of you remain to compete for the $125,000 prize furnished by San Pellegrino and the title of Top Chef.
I gotta say, it's not your best day. Food was not nearly as creative as we thought it could be.
There were a couple of dishes that worked today, and those dishes came from Sheldon and Shirley. How did you find this challenge, Shirley?
I wish I would have had time to sort of test cook one batch, but yeah.
I thought the beef really did taste like a hamburger patty, and it really worked.
It was really juicy. It was very nice that you made your own dough for the pot stickers. I know it's very challenging, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Chef.
What about you, Sheldon?
I played with the idea of the chicken being the waffle itself, so, trying to make it fun somehow.
The best part of the dish was the butter.
Sheldon, the important thing about your dish today was that it had the most flavor. There was an amazing contrast between that umami butter, the miso and the nori, and also the crunchiness of the chicken. And I think that's what kept us all going back for more.
Awesome.
Dominique, as our guest judge, who won the brunch challenge?
So the chef that had the best dish tonight and came very close to what we're looking for is Shirley.
Me. Thank you. This win came so hard. I don't even know if I would have survived yesterday, but ultimately I did. And then today, coming back to take this big win, it feels extremely good.
John, Brooke, and Silva, the three of you served our least favorite dishes of the day, and one of you will be going home. John, how did you find this challenge?
I really didn't have a lot of time to conceptualize something or just, inject creativity to it. I think the eggs were okay. I mean, the octopus was tender. I just didn't think it turned out to be hash and a very, complete dish.
The octopus was cooked well, and your scrambled egg was actually cooked very well. The dish itself just didn't feel like there was inspiration behind it.
No, I apologize and agree with you. I struggled through the entire challenge.
What about you, Brooke?
I'm embarrassed that I wasn't more creative and whimsical in front of someone who I admire for doing that very thing. I wanted to do something not similar at all to what I did the last challenge, and maybe the lack of creativity is why I'm here.
I think your dish was interesting in concept. I just think that the flavor of the matcha was completely lost and overpowered by the taste of the hibiscus.
Presentation was what really did it to you, because having those three blobs that didn't have much form to them, just kind of sloppy.
And Silva, what happened with your dish today? Because we were all expecting a frittata.
It was just execution. What I had was the Arctic Shaw, and I was gonna cover it with the eggs. But when it came to actually executing it, I came up short.
Not only was it a problem where it was a promise of frittata and you give us scrambled eggs, but the scrambled eggs themselves were really just completely overcooked.
I was definitely frazzled and definitely disappointed in myself. I think with Chef being here, truly wanted to kind of show off, and I think I bit a little too much, and the execution failed me.
I think the problem with the three of you guys, dishes that you made tonight, is that you missed a little bit what we were looking for, which is creativity in brunch. Having a good concept before going to the kitchen was the main thing, and this is why you're here.
We'll see you all in a bit. Thank you.
That's rough.
There wasn't a lot of inspiration here today. There wasn't a lot of creativity, and that's what we all expected, especially with Dominique here.
Brooke's dish really angered me because it would have eaten better as a parfait in a cup. It would have been more pristine. It would have still been a yogurt parfait. What, with peanut butter brittle? So?
Wait, to be clear, she didn't open up a thing of yogurt and just put it on a plate.
I agree, but I didn't get how that dish had any similarity to something that wasn't breakfast because there was a little bit of salty peanut butter. Like, that's not enough for me.
I just disagree. I don't see how you can excuse overcooked fish and overcooked eggs and think that's creative or good.
I think that what Padma is only saying is forget execution for a second. Where was the mashup in Brooke's dish? There was none.
That's
At least
exactly
there was
what I'm
some
asking.
sort of vague hint at one in John and Silva's dishes, regardless of how completely poorly they were executed.
It was a tough challenge. We have come this far, and for brunch to take all of us down, and some of us more than others.
It's so frustrating because I feel like I'm good at whimsical food, and that is not what happened today. I gave them yogurt and fruit.
Let's talk about John for a second. We haven't talked about John. Is he safe at this point?
It was not the best execution of a hash brown, but it was something that was actually good and tasty.
But his octopus was cooked nicely, his eggs were cooked nicely, and his hollandaise was actually fine.
So I think we could take John off the table. But what's worse, not doing something that follows the challenge or trying to follow the challenge, but perhaps making a dish that tasted worse than Brooke?
I think they're both important.
Even though both dishes were not great, one was maybe trying a little bit harder than the other one. Execution is key.
So we have our answer, yes?
Yes.
I'm so sad about it, but yes.
Yeah, me too.